Hello, house guests, and welcome to your seventh official Scared and Spared card ceremony of Whodunnit around the world. I am your host, Gavin, or Giles, whatever you'd like to call me. Now, to start off tonight, like always, the killers would like to recognize the person who's impressed them the most with their case. And that person is. Pretend there's a drum roll. Is Ross. Congratulations, you are spared. Now, for the rest of you, I do not have a clever pun to transition into the killer statement, so we'll just go ahead and read it. And I quote from the transmission intercepted between the killers and the chairman. To their excellence, the chairman. Enclosed within this transmission is a report for the execution of capitalist asset SA. Like our preceding crimes, SA's death was shallow, breathtaking, and most of all, success. We transported the Imperialists to Port Moresby, New Guinea, as you instructed. We took them to only the most luxurious resort in the whole city. As you instructed, we phoned ahead and requested a welcome banquet for our hungry, greed-ridden mortals. We provided them with a menu that you had suggested, and to our pleasure, they delivered with every dish we requested, including SA's special roasted pitahui. Essay's fate was sealed when she took the first bite of her roasted pitahui. Cannot say that right. The toxins in the bird would soon act upon Essay's mortal corpse, but not before the rest of the mortals and staff could enjoy their meals. During the dinner service, rings of all different colors were distributed. Essay got her purple ring, the most important ring of the bunch. Agent Orion and I made sure to excuse ourselves from the table after our meal so as to not provoke any suspicious behavior from the capitalists. We slipped Billy his special cue card on our way out, providing his instructions for the morning following our crime. As instructed, the staff also departed from the room after their meals, leaving Essay alone with her roasted fate. From the surveillance camera we installed in the banquet hall, we swooped in immediately after Essay fell to the ground, paralyzed by the toxins in the pitahui. After slipping on our hoodies, we carted her body away and headed straight into the stormy night. But before we departed for the coordinates you laid out for us, Agent Orion burst into Keaton's hotel room. He bounded Keaton's limbs and gagged him with an apple. This would ensure he would not interfere with Agent Orion's duties the following morning. Agent Artemis stayed behind at the hotel while Agent Orion transported Essay's paralyzed body outside the city and into the rainforest. Agent Orion made sure to bring his machete, the body camera, and the trained parrot you shipped us. Agent Orion released the trained parrot, set to swoop down on any mortal that passes by in the daytime, crying, "Feed me, Seymour." He then dragged Essay's body through the muddy jungle all the way past the trail cameras you left to check on our progress. As you willed, I took Essay's almost lifeless hand and sliced off her pinky, still adorned with the purple ring from the banquet. Agent Orion collected it and dragged Essay to her watery grave. Agent Orion tossed Essay's paralyzed body into the chilly water. Her paralyzed body was only able to suck in more and more swamp water before ultimately the life fizzled out of her lungs. Agent Orion made sure to check her vitals in case she still miraculously lived. To Agent Orion's pleasure, she was dead in the water. Passing by the bloody machete still lodged in the tree, Agent Orion went to deposit Essay's ring finger in Seymour, or the largest pitcher plant of the colony you identified at the coordinates. With the finger deposited, Keaton subdued, and Billy left to discover what awaited him at the coordinates, our plans were complete. Billy phoned Gavin and Becky on their respective excursions the following morning, showing them Essay's now mutilated body. It seems that the crocodiles you warned us about in the swamp took care of Essay's extremities and even her skull. As our respected chairman, we've been diligently collecting our supplies necessary for the plot against the Americans. Only one final destination awaits us before we can storm the heartland of the capitalists and extinguish the lot of them once and for all. We look forward to your next set of instructions. See you soon, Agent Artemis and Agent Orion. You can come off mute if you want.
I can stop being nice. I need to stop being nice because I totally did that to myself. But like, I'm proud of myself for figuring that out. But also, like, should not have told him. Fuck him for that.
For the rest of you, I have your envelopes containing your fate. First envelope is for Megan. Megan. You are spared. Jeff. You are spared. Dalton. You are scared. Kennedy. You are spared. Gisela. You are scared. And finally, Keaton. You are spared. Got everyone? Yep. House guests. That's all I have for you tonight. Thank you so much for joining me. And I look forward to seeing you all very, very soon.
Fuck.